Look for the green flag restart. Again, 6 laps remain in this feature event for the ULMA late models as they come through turn number 3. Cordray gets ready to hit the gas, dives down low. He's on the fuel when we're back underway.
The 5 of Cordray gets a good restart. He gets a couple car lengths down into turn number 1. The 4 of Poe, he's going to clear the 65 of Benning and can set his sights on the 5 of Cordray. Holtkamp slots into 4th, Hoover 5th. Your top 5 remains the same on the restart into turn number 3.
Here comes Poe back on the inside, trying to take the lead on the 5 car. Cordray put some pressure on him as they came through the corner now with 4 laps remaining. Again, right on the bumper of the leader as they come through. Poe on the back of Cordray as they come through. Now side by side as Holtkamp goes inside of Benning and is trying to take over spot number 3.
5 of Cordray now, just a couple car lengths of the 4 of Poe is your battles for 3rd. The 65 of Benning, he's got company from the 23 of Holtkamp. Holtkamp looks to the inside into turn number 1. He got there off of turn number 4. He's going to look there again off of turn number 2, but the 65 of Benning hangs on to that position. We'll try it again down in turn number 3.
He goes, and again Cordray showing the way with Poe, but again that battle for 3rd really heating up as it looked like a couple of the cars might have got together between Benning and the 83 car, or 23 car of Holtkamp. Now Holtkamp will look to the inside, trying to get by Benning as they come out of turn number 2. 2 laps will remain, this time by for Cordray as it comes by the start-finish line.
Cordray has opened up another big lead, about half a straightaway now as the 23 of Holtkamp and the 65 of Benning all over each other's doors down the front straightaway. That opens the door for the 99 of Hoover. He's going to be right there as well. I don't think this one is done yet for that 3rd position. They're still door-to-door down the back straightaway.
And that hard battle going on for the 3rd spot between Holtkamp on the inside and Benning on the outside. Here they come. The leader gets the white flag. Cordray out of turn number 2. He's got Poe pretty far behind him. Poe gets a little out of shape that time, coming out of 2. Again, that side-by-side battle, and they're spinning backwards out of turn number 2 as the battle for 3rd went on, and the green flag is going to stay out, so Cordray will get the win, followed by Poe as they come by the start-finish line. Let's see if they threw the caution. Looks like the caution and the checkered will come out at the same time as Hoover will come home in 3rd.
As the racing for 3rd got a little bit more than just racing there, as the 23 of Holtkamp and the 65 of Benning collide over there in turn 9.
Side by side, you start at the cone in 4.
Send E-Mods in to turn number 3. Makar and Lanning up front on the front row. Here we go. Green flag is out, and the race is on.
It's an even start from your front row. The 09 of Lanning, the 4 of McCarr. They're going to go side by side into turn number 1. The 09 of Lanning going to try to shut the door down into turn number 1. Pinch off the 4. She's going to make that work, and she'll lead off at turn number 2. The 4 of McCarr slots in the 2nd, followed by the 50 of Leroy Morrison in 3rd.
Lanning right up front and Makar right behind her. It puts Morrison in the 3rd position, and a caution flag on the track as it looks like a spin in turn number 2.
That is not what the 09 of Lanning wants.
Restart this time by as they come out of turn number 4. Makar on the inside, Lanning on the outside. Let's see if she can get that good start again as she comes out of turn number 4. Green flag is out, and we are back underway.
4 Emma McCarr with a much better start this time. He'll take the lead into turn number 1. The 09 of Lanning going to work back to the outside. In the middle of 1 and 2, contact from the 50 of Leroy Morrison, and the 09 of Lanning goes around and is stopped over there in turn number 2, and that will bring out another yellow here at I-35 Speedway.
Caution flag again comes out here as some contact between a couple of the cars running there in that position. The 50 car and Leroy Morrison got together with.
We're going to start it now. We are back to green flag racing at I-35 Speedway. It's a good start from the 4 Emma McCarr. He's going to get a couple car links down into turn number 1.
AJ Sayers making a few moves on the top side. Let's see, 3 wide almost for the 2nd position. Lopez and the 64 car moves inside of John Ross. Lopez, and now again it's going to be Lopez and Sayers in a battle for 3rd as they come across, but Makar is able to lead as they come by to complete lap number 1.
Lap 1 goes to McCarr. The 64 of Ross slots into 2nd, the 1 of Lopez 3rd, but already back comes the 09 of Shawnee Lanning, working for that 4th position to the inside of the 95 of AJ Sayers.
Shawnee Lanning, what a drive, coming from the back of the pack now inside of the 1L of Bobby Lopez, trying to take over spot number 3. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead heats up between John Ross and the leader right now coming out of turn number 2 is going to be again Makar. Ross trying to hold up, and here comes Lanning to the inside of Bobby Lopez to take over spot number 3 as they come out of turn 3 and into turn 4.
Lanning will take that spot away from the 1L of Lopez, move her into that 3rd position as the 4 Emma McCarr, still your leader, got a couple car lengths on the 64 of Ross as the 12 car of Zach Keller going to call it a night, as well as the 00 of Jason Ensley. The 09 of Shawnee Lanning, her good run is going to have an issue as she went around over in turn number 2, kept it fired, and we're going to stay green out of the Speedway, but she loses several positions, and back into that third position is the 1L of Bobby Lopez.
Again, Makar running up front. Here comes Morrison back on the inside. He's made his way inside of A.J. Sayers. Sayers will now run past him, trying to keep that position in spot number 4. Running up front, again, it's Makar. And then the 64 of Ross. Is it coming out 3 wide nearly as they come out of turn number 4? As Lopez right there, A.J. Sayers. And here comes the Candyman on the inside, trying to take over that spot as he comes out of turn number 2.
The best battle on the racetrack is for that third position now. The 50 of Leroy Morrison looking to the inside of the 1L of Lopez. The 95S of AJ Sayers still right there as well. They battle off of turn number 4. It's still the 1L of Lopez in third into turn number 1.
Halfway down for our leaders. It comes out of turn number 2. Headed down the backstretch, he's got a slower car in front of him. Makar takes it through 3 and 4. Again, side-by-side battle between Morrison as he moves inside of Lopez, taking out that spot. A.J. Sayers right in that group as well as he slings it out of turn 4. Little contact between Lopez and Morrison as they came out of turn 4, but Morrison's able to clear him for the position.
The 50 of Morrison, he is up there. It's now the 4 of Makar. He has issues with lap traffic, and that's going to close that gap up between him and the 64 of John Ross. Ross now right on the back bumper, the 4M of Makar. It's just about a half a car length down into turn number 1.
And Makar not able to negotiate lap traffic. Ross on the outside will battle for the lead. Some bumper tag as they came through 1 and 2. Ross to the outside, couldn't make the pass. Makar to the inside. Now he's going to try it again on the outside, coming through 3 and 4. Here comes Ross. Here comes Makar. Here comes Ross to the outside. They're nearly side by side, but it's going to be Makar leading the lap as they come by the start-finish line.
Still 3 laps to go. The 64 of Ross. He's going to try to work to the outside again of the 4 of Makar. Makar going to get some drive off the corner. Hang on to that half-car length lead into turn number 3. But your battle for the lead is still on as here comes the 50 of Leroy Morrison. He might have enough time to put himself in this battle as well.
John Ross trying to make up that position, coming up very quickly on the bumper of Makar. Now again trying that high line. He's like that high line on the outside, not able to do it, kind of slides at the banking a little bit and loses a little momentum for Makar as he continues to lead through 3 and 4. Don't count out Morrison in that third spot as he takes it to the high side and the cushion as they come by to complete it. 1 more lap to go for the leader, Makar.
Makar's just got to stay perfect this lap. He's got some breathing room from him and the 64 of Ross, but Ross is right there to pounce on a mistake from the 4M. Makar got a couple car lengths down into turn number 3. He works to 3. He'll slide through turn 4. Ross going to give it one last effort, but it's not going to be enough. Your winner tonight at I-35 Speedway in the E-Modifieds is the 4M of Stephen Makar. Second will be the 64 of John Ross. Third, the 50 of Leroy Morrison. Fourth will be the 95S of AJ Sayers. And then fifth will be the 09 of Shawnee Lanning. The 20 of Fuller, the 97 of Johnson. This one's going to be settled between those two as they set the green flag. It's a good start from the 20 of Fuller. He'll lead by a couple car lengths into turn number 1.
Fuller quickly takes the lead, slides up a little high there in turns 1 and 2. Johnson looks to the inside, closes up the gap right on the back of the bumper, but Fuller's able to motor away going into turn 3. Johnson moves up a little bit, and here comes Hansen back in that group as well. Now Johnson to the outside of Fuller as it looks like Hansen's going to spin it in turn number 4, able to continue on side-by-side battle for the lead in 1 and 2.
The 97 of Johnson going to work the high side of the racetrack all the way up at the cushion. He's going to work his way around the 20 of Fuller. Fuller just looks a little bit too loose. The 97 of Johnson, he's out front.
Johnson takes the lead coming out of turn number 2, is able to continue that lead as he comes to the start-finish line. So it's going to be Johnson and Fuller, 1-2 at the line as they complete lap number 2. Johnson using the high line and Fuller trying the lower side, trying to scoot up the banking and keep that momentum as he comes out of turn number 2.
Johnson starting to drive away from the 20 of Fuller. He's right up there against the cushion. Any moment he could slip over, but we have not seen that too many times from that 97 car this year. The 20 of Fuller, he's trying to work that outside lane, but again, that car just looks a little bit too loose, and this time he's going to go over the berm and try to hang on to it, keep it out of the wall, but lose a lot more ground to the 97 of Houston Johnson.
And just as Jacob was saying that about the possibility with the leader, then Fuller takes the ride over the rim of the banking there in 1 and 2, able to keep it going forward, but definitely put everybody on the edge of their seat as the 20 car took the edge of the banking there in 1 and 2, able to take a middle line this time as again Johnson shows the way as we complete lap number 4, getting ready for lap number 5 as Houston Johnson takes it out of turn number 4 with the lead.
Johnson continues to lead. Fuller's going to run second. Hansen in third. Everyone really spaced out right now on the racetrack. Houston Johnson has this race on lock as long as he can keep that car pointed in the right direction.
So again, it's going to be 2 laps to go for the leaders. He comes out of turn number 4. Here's Houston Johnson. Chad Fuller a distant second as he comes by the start-finish line. Houston Johnson has about a half a track length actually as he comes out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch looking for the win. Houston Johnson coming through turn 3, through turn 4, and here he comes for the checkered flag.
Off of turn 4, it's going to be the white flag for the 97 of Houston Johnson.
I'm going to give it to him a lap early. How about that?
Well, with the lead he's got,
with
the lead he's got, he's going to need that extra lap for Fuller to see if Johnson will make a mistake. But Johnson's been too perfect. He'll work through 3 and 4 for the final time, and off of turn number 4 yet again. We're going to find the 97 of Houston Johnson in Grand National victory lane.
So Houston Johnson takes the win. Here comes Chad Fuller in the second spot, and it's going to be John Hansen taking the third position. So my apologies to Houston. They're giving him a lap early, and Bob Reaver certainly has in the scorers and officials here making sure they have it right on the number. I was just a lap early. So Bob Reaverman side by side looking for that start next to that cone as they head slowly into turn number 3. Now very slowly, a snail's pace as they head into turn number 4. They pick up the speed. Here they come. The green flag is out and the race is on.
It's a good start from your front row, but the half-crazy John Willard, he's going to get the lead into turn number 1. The 6 of Petty's going to slide into second. The 69 of Cooney, he's going to try to take that position away from him off of turn number 2. He's going to get it, move to 69, and now we got contact between the 15 of Joseph Mick and the 55 of David Miller, the third. He's going to keep that car fired. We're going to stay green out on the speedway. Lap number 1 is going to go to the half-crazy John Willard.
And it looks like another car getting a little sideways there out of turn number 4. But able to keep it green as they come around and continue on. Willard with the lead again. Now Petty gets passed by the 69 of Cooney, so move Cooney up to second. Petty coming back now onto the inside, trying to take over spot number 2. Puts a bumper near Cooney, looking to the inside, still very clean as they come down the front stretch. It's going to be Willard showing the way with Cooney and Petty, 1, 2, 3 at the line.
The half-crazy at John Willard leads. The 69 of Cooney second, the 6 of Petty third, the 8P of Pinton fourth. Then it's the 95 of Bunn. He's a little bit high over there in turn number 2. As the 55 of David Miller the third, unfortunately, he's going to have to call tonight with a flat right front. But your leader with 3 laps in, 7 to go is the half-crazy of John Willard.
John Willard continues to show the way. Cooney right there, Petty in the third position as they come by. Isaiah Penton right behind them in the 8P as he goes a little bit high coming out of turn number 2. And Button is able to close up the gap a little bit on Penton for that third spot as he came out of turn number 2. Penton got a little high. Here they come. Willard continues to show the way with 4 laps down now and 6 laps remaining.
Half crazy at John Willard. He's put about a half straightaway on the 69 of Alvin Cooney. Cooney's got a little bit of breathing room over the 6 of Dave Petty. Petty, he's run away from the 8P of Isaiah Penton, and now the 95 of Stephen Bunton. He's going to look to the inside of the 8P of Penton into turn number 3. Bunton's going to run the inside. Penton is going to run the middle. They're going to be door-to-door off of turn number 4. And this time by the 95 of Stephen Bunton's going to take over that 4th position.
Halfway home, Bunton again looking to the inside, trying to make up that slide job, going to the top of the banking out of turn number 2. Nearly collects the wall, able to keep it up there. Isaiah Penton closes up right behind him, but Bunton makes the passes. Willard goes by the start-finish line to complete lap number 6 with 4 to go.
The 15 of Joseph Mick, he's going to pull it to the infield. He's going to call it a night. As the half-crazy at John Willard continues to dominate the Sport Compact feature. The 69 of Cooney runs second, the 6 of Petty third, the 95 of Bunton fourth, the 8P of Penton fifth is now the 7X of Ryan Lewis. He will call tonight as well. That was actually the 13 car of Tanner Burton that's going to call tonight down there in the infield. So attrition starting to take its toll here in the Sport Compact feature.
So again, it's Willard showing the way up front as he takes it through 3 and 4. A sizable lead. He's got Cooney behind him by a little ways. Petty trying to make up that distance, about 5 car distance between those two as 2 laps remain for the leaders. They come by the start-finish line as Willard heads into turn number 2.
Willard continues to work his way out front now over a straightaway lead for the half-crazy of John Willard. Cooney still runs second. Petty still third. Your field has stabilized except for back there in the 6th position, the 81 of Chris Lewis. He's moved around the 7X of Ryan Lewis. As now off of turn number 4, Alvin Cooney's going to take the white flag, but a while ago that was when the half-crazy of John Willard took it. He's going to work his way into turn number 3. He'll work through turn number 4, and off of turn number 4, The half crazy John Willard will pick up another Sport Compact feature here at I-35 Speedway.
So Willard takes the win. Here they come out for the second position. It's going to be Cooney, followed by Petty at the line. Then Button in the 95 car, followed by Isaiah Penton. And David Run out of turn number 3. It'll be Riley Fuller on the inside of row number 1. Again, Ron Hill choosing to start at the back of the field inside row number 2. Here we go. The green flag is out and the race is on.
Off of turn number 4. It's a good start from the 17R of Riley Fuller. She will lead down into turn number 1. The 5DJ, DJ Barnes, going to try to work to the outside. The 72 of Ron Hill going to look at the inside. We're going to be 3 wide off of turn number 2. And the 5DJ is going to have to get out of the throttle as the sandwich was colliding up against him on the wall. And now your leader off of turn number 4 is the 72 of Ron Hill.
Ron Hill shows the way in that 3-wide battle down the backstretch with Riley Fuller in the second position. Barnes now into third, looking on the inside of Fuller as they go nearly side by side. Barnes got a little bit loose coming out of turn number 2, but doing a great job there, keeping right up in that battle, trying to close up on Fuller. As Ron Hill takes to the high side, continues to lead as it comes out of turn 4.
Ron Hill, your leader. Riley Fuller runs second. DJ Barnes third. Then comes the 10 of Albert. Albert Curtis is spun over there in turn number 4. He's got that car fired. He'll keep it underway. We'll keep the green flag out at I-35 Speedway.
So again, Ron Hill continues to lead that battle, now shaping up for the second spot. Here comes Barnes looking to the outside of Fuller. Now he's going to look back down to the inside as they're nearly side by side as they come out of turn number 4. Ron Hill continues to lead, running that cushion on the high side, coming through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch.
72 of Ron Hill opening up that gap now about half straight away with the 17R of Riley Fuller. The 5DJ of DJ Barnes all over her back bumper as they work off a turn number 4. Going to look to the inside this time. Going to try to get to that inside quarter panel. Not going to get there into turn number 1.
Still looking to the inside. Riley Fuller doing a great job of holding off Barnes there for that battle as they come out of turn number 2. Again, Ron Hill showing the way at the front of the field, running the high side. Here comes that battle again. Barnes pulling up right on the bumper of Fuller as he comes through 3 and 4. Now he's going to move to the inside, side by side for the second spot as they come to the start-finish line. Barnes on the inside, Fuller to the outside as they go into turn number 2.
Ron Hill, big lead, is back there for second. Riley Fuller going to pull the crossover, take back the second position away from DJ Barnes. Barnes is going to have to work to take that position back. He's going to look to the inside in the middle of 3 and 4. Going to try to get the drive off there. It's going to be side by side off of turn number 4. And it's still the 17R of Riley Fuller with that second position.
Ron Hill have a lap car coming up in a lap or so, but it's Riley Fuller and Barnes right there, right with them. DJ Barnes and Riley Fuller putting on a great show there for the second spot. Fuller able to hold him off as Ron Hill takes the white flag with 1 more lap to go. Again, that battle for second between Fuller and the 17R, and then here comes DJ Barnes coming up on the inside, trying to make the pass with 1 more lap remaining.
Ron Hill with the big lead, so we're going to look back at the battle for second. That has been raging all race long. DJ Barnes trying to make the move on the 17R of Riley Fuller, and while he looks to make that into turn number 3 off at turn number 4, your pure stock feature winner tonight for the 7th time this season is the 72 of Ron Hill. As the battle for second comes to the line, it will be the 5DJ of DJ Barnes, was able to make that move at the last possible minute over the 17R of Riley Fuller.
And how about that battle between those two, between DJ Barnes and Riley Fuller? What a great show they put on there for that battle for second. But how about a big hand for Ron Hill getting his 7th victory here in the Pure Stocks here at I-35 Speedway. Smith down there as well. So we'll have Jacob heading down there. It looks like Jacob is in position. So let's throw it down to Jacob Blair in Victory Lane and McCarthy Auto Group Winners Circle as he gets up to Dennis Elliott. Here is Jacob Blair.
Yeah, we're with USRA Modified Feature winner here tonight, the 29 of Dennis Elliott. Dennis, you got out front early, and then you had some guys battling there with you, the 78 of Derek Hicks, the 85D of Mark Dotson, the guys we see up here all the time, and you're able to hang on to it tonight.
Yeah, I just kept rolling that top, and I just felt I couldn't hear nobody, and I just felt like it was really rolling good and flashing up pretty good, and it was just a good night. And I owe this all to my dad. We got took out by a real bonehead deal last weekend and tore up a bunch of stuff, but we talked to a few guys last week that I think made the car better, but went on vacation last Sunday morning, and Dad stuck straight on the car and got everything back, and we wouldn't be here without him. I mean, he does this thing, and I can't.
And anyone else you'd like to thank that helped you get here tonight?
Yeah, I got Dustin Jenkins here. He's been playing hooky on me a lot this year, but I really it makes our life so much easier when he's here to help us at the racetrack. And like I say, I want to thank my family. I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody, because without everybody, I mean, I'm just the guy that drives it. And so I'm just a fortunate one that gets to take the accolades when we do good, I guess.
Also picking up night number 2 of the Rick BB and Prime Racing Products Smoking Hot Summer Series. So congratulations to our USRA Modified Feature winner tonight, the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Next winner in winner's circle. So it looks like they're getting the photographers lined up for the picture. And let's see. It looks like Jacob is getting ready. And so let's throw it down to Jacob Blair.
We are down here with our USRAB Modified Feature winner tonight. Night number 2 of the Smoking Hot Summer Series. Brad, a little bit of redemption tonight. Got out front. You had to hang on to it. Battled there with Patrick Royalty, and you end up with a win tonight.
Yeah, first and foremost, glory to God. Man, it was different. The track was real slick. Didn't set the card up like I was supposed to, but we got lucky. I mean, that's all it boils down to. Redeemed ourselves from last night, a little mishap or whatever, so it is what it is, and we'll just keep on trucking.
Yeah, and the track tonight, you looked like you were up top, and that's where you wanted to be, and you left the bottom open, and no one could make the run on you.
Yeah, he shot in there on that last lap, where that's the only time I seen him. But you know, if I stayed off the brake, we were all right. But them corners come up pretty fast, so I was trying to ride the brake too, and I don't know, it was just pussyfooting around, I guess.
And anyone else you'd like to thank to help you pick up the win tonight?
Actually, all my sponsors on this car, my whole family, Luke Neiman Motorsports, Kenny Style, Prime Racing. Thanks for putting this series together. And then, like I said, all my family, my wife. Man, I'm grateful.
Well, congratulations as your USRA B Modified Feature winner here tonight on night number 2 of the Rick BB Heating and Air Conditioning Prime Racing Products Smoking Hot Summer Series. The 4M of Stephen McCarthy. Stephen, a good run tonight. You were able to get out front, working some different lines, but you found one that worked for you, and you ran away with the win tonight.
Yeah, I was down to restart on the bottom, and it seemed to work all right, and I didn't really want to move to the high side until I got pressured up there, and just kind of made it work down there. Didn't really want to be there, but it was the line I needed to be in, I guess.
Yeah, and you had early battles there with the 09, and then we're able to talk about those early battles just a little bit.
Yeah, she got a real good start on me. I spun the tires, and she got down in front of me, and fortunately for me, we were able to get another start at it, and I was able to push her up the track a little bit more so I can get some bite, and we ended up working out.
And anyone else you'd like to thank to help you pick up the win tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Sam's Liquor, PMC Construction, everybody on this car, Rich's Custom Engines. My dad, he worked on it all morning while I was at work, getting it ready from after racing last night, so couldn't have done it without him.
Congratulations. That's your E-Modified Feature winner tonight, the 4M of Stephen McCarr.